Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, know he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chilling in space, from then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. Our anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Lance. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
loss. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Browns at 7-2 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Boy, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson. Quick slant complete to Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 6, Browns 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Off of play action, and here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Chubb on the counter. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Ninersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Striker, 3-3. Right.
Down, Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Lance looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Lance going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Right, 97. 43 rail. Slide through.
To throw, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
38.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
52 blocks.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Set, ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Keeps himself upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Watson on first down. It's caught. Cooper.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go with Chubb on second down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Trucks over him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Go check. Ready.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You got to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance
Gets this one to Juszczyk. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Going for the deep ball.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time in the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long.
And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Check right.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the 49ers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.